not telling you to dress like a parrot or do some stupid pet tricks. But what I am telling you to do is take advantage of your wonderful, wonderful Toastmaster training and using what is now a flip. But it's not just a flip. For the hardware, dot flip, I have a Kodak. Same thing within the $200 range. I carry it with me all the time. But how many people have an iPhone? Or they have a BlackBerry? This allows you to take video. This digital camera is 6 years old. It takes video. So there's no excuse. You can be anywhere and take a picture. You saw what the quality of actually what the snowball was, and it brought in 4 million views. Imagine if there was a video of you with your Toastmaster training and how that would spread along. I wouldn't just stay with the camera though. There's another very, very important piece of hardware that I strongly suggest you actually own. Because I don't care if you are 5 years old or 105 years old. You're not staying. You're going to laugh and the camera's going to go like this. You're going to go and start swaying, that you invest in what is called a tripod. The one that's sitting over here is 60 years old. It was my father's for when he was a photographer. But you can get a tripod from $10 to spending over $1,000. Now my own bias is that I will not spend more on a tripod than I do on a camera. So since my camera was $200, I'm looking for way less than that. I'm looking to spend maybe about $50 that actually has the expandable, just like these examples, and that can actually collapse and I can take it with me easily. Because this thing, being 60 years old, is extremely heavy.
$15 on eBay.
$15 on eBay. See, that's a perfect example of using the video. We're going to talk about a little some other hardware issues, some things, if you need them. But those are the 2 pieces of hardware you will need to take your video. Software. There is software that comes with the camera. But there is other software that goes anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. She used, obviously, the software that came with the flip. The one that came with this camera, which is a Kodak, allows you to lighten. So her video, I would have been able to lighten it so that you could see it a little bit more. From here, I actually bought another software package called Camtasia. And Camtasia allows you to edit, it allows you to mix in things that are audios, you can mix in music. Just like she had on there, she was playing the music, but she had slides that went in the beginning to say, introducing Snowball, and then she had something at the end that said, come visit us. 2 very important things to add to your video. You want to actually let people know what they're going to watch, and you also want to let them know how to find you at the end. I have over here, if you want, there's actually a handout that is the beginning of my co-coach and I. So we're starting to write a book on the playbook for your own video and for your success. Software that you will want to invest in is music. Music adds to the video, it adds the attention. Hers was in the background. You can actually just buy little snippets of commercial type music and add it to your video. I will provide an example a little later. Royalty free does not mean free. Royalty free means you can use it freely once you buy it. But you can buy music from anywhere from $3 to $30. It's worth the investment because you can keep on doing it. Let's talk stage. We are all used to standing up in front of the camera, standing up in front of the Toastmaster group. Standing in front of the camera, though, you actually have another situation. Cameras, you need to go and stay steady. It's like taking a still photograph. When I was presenting here in the spring, I presented Get Published, and I had my happy feet on. The shoes just kept me walking in and out, walking to show all the different, make sure I made eye contact with people in the back, people in the front. I was off camera 95% of the time. That doesn't help me with a video. Make sure you are standing. And I have something back there. If someone could grab it for me, you'll see this little trick that I have found. Has anyone seen the movie Awakenings? What it had was Robin Williams being the doctor, and it was, yes, not Al Pacino. Who was the other character? Robert De Niro. And what it was about Robert De Niro is that he had a disease and he couldn't walk across the room because the design changed on the floor. That gave me a brilliant idea. I put a mat, and it's amazing how psychologically this cheap little Halloween mat keeps you still. You put it down, and all of a sudden you just never want to cross the room. And I tested this actually out of the Boyerstown Toastmasters group, because we all had happy feet. I told them if they stepped off it, they would have been admonished, and it was going to be a big screech that was going to go off. They forgot they were standing on it, but they never stepped off it. Now, you're going to say one of the things about the stage is that if you don't, or you want the video to last for years and years, if it's not a holiday season, you don't have a holiday background. No one is going to see this because you're going to film yourself from the waist up. So you can stand on whatever ugly piece of crap that you want to stand on because no one's going to see it. It's just going to be for you, for your psychology. Look around you. I remember so distinctly actually watching the NBC News. And you know how they have the background with people, whether it's taped or not, they're actually filming it in the background. And they have the people working behind the desks. Well, here they're giving an important topic, and there's a guy eating a sandwich. There's another guy that actually did something even worse to his nose. And I'm like, that's distracting. So when you put your actual placemat down on the ground, take a look around. And look to see if you have a calendar that's going to say that this was done in 1998. Or if you have something that is going to glare like a mirror. Be aware of your surroundings, because that will show up even more so in your video.